Hey guys, it's Wanda the Traveling Dutchie here, and in today's video we're going to discuss why Costa Rica is the most expat friendly country in Latin America. If you're new to this channel, I'm a Dutch expat and I've been living in Costa Rica for the last 15 years. You would really help me out if you could subscribe to my channel if you're interested in learning anything Costa Rica related. Make sure to hit that little bell icon as well so you get a notification every time I upload a new video. Let's get straight into it. 10 reasons I have for you why Costa Rica is by far the most expat friendly country in Latin America. I've lived in 8 different countries, so I'm giving you my opinion, of course. Let's start with the first one. Costa Rica is actually the most stable country, as in it's the longest standing democratic country in Latin America, which makes it politically stable, which makes it interesting for multinationals to actually have operations in Costa Rica. In fact, over 200 multinationals are located in Costa Rica. And what's nice to know is that 95% actually have local employees, which makes the purchasing power of the locals, the ticos, higher, which makes the quality of life, the standard of life higher here in Costa Rica. It's also a reason why Costa Rica is a little bit more expensive. It's because there's a higher quality of living. Ticos make on average $900 a month. If you would compare that to its neighboring countries, for example, up north, Nicaragua, they make less than $400 a month. And Panama, on average, $500 a month. So that's a big difference. So it's politically stable. It's great to retire. For retirement, Costa Rica is fantastic as well. There's no military here. So that's a big, big draw. Let's see what I have. Number 2. Tourism is the biggest source of income in Costa Rica. So that means that the infrastructure here in Costa Rica is relatively good. I say relatively just because if you compare it to, for example, the United States, okay, it's not that good, but the point is the infrastructure for tourists to get around is here. Therefore, if you live in Costa Rica, it's easy for you to get around as well. And Costa Rica has so much to offer, and how awesome is it to be able to vacation in your own country. I love it. It's my favorite part of living in Costa Rica, that I get to go on vacation while I'm a Costa Rica expat. Fantastic, right? I can see there behind me there's a boat coming that's probably going to make some noise, but let's see how it goes. The third reason why Costa Rica is perfect for expat living is that compared to other countries, most ticos speak English. And even though it is very important that you need to learn Spanish, at least basic Spanish, it is of course easier at the beginning when you're still learning to be able to speak English. The fourth reason, what I really love, because it wasn't always like this, is that Costa Rica has a big expat community, and the ticos actually like the expats. So that makes it a lot easier to live here. For example, in my time when I lived in Panama, I didn't feel so welcome there. They're not huge fans of the expats. Unfortunately, sadly, especially the ones from the United States. I'm sorry. You gotta understand the history though. Once you understand the history, I totally understand it, but you know, it wasn't very pleasant living there. So I really love that about Costa Rica. It's normal for the ticos to live amongst expats, so that's definitely a good one. Let me see what I have on number 5. Oh yeah, it's easy to stay in Costa Rica without a work permit or without residency. So once you arrive in Costa Rica, you automatically get a visa for 3 months, and then you could stay the 3 months, then go to the border, take a border run, and come back in the country, and you get to stay another 3 months. Whereas in other countries, for example, I have experience with Colombia, they're very strict. You can't do that. You are able to require an extension but even if you do and they allow it, you only have like 180 days out of the year that you can be in Colombia. So in Colombia, you would definitely need to, request residency. So I like that about Costa Rica. It's very flexible. Let me see what I have on my list for the next one. Okay, number 6. Costa Rica is really expat friendly when it comes to opening bank accounts or owning property or opening up your own company, even though you don't have residency. You can imagine in many countries that is not the case. I have to admit though, 15 years ago when I arrived, it wasn't like that either. But now, definitely more expat friendly. So that's fantastic. All right, let's see. Number 7, you guys. If you think of moving to Costa Rica with the kids, excellent schools in Costa Rica, international schools. I must admit I don't have kids, so I don't actually have the real life experience. However, I have friends that do, and they are raving about the school system here. What I would suggest to do if you do have kids, go to the Facebook groups, the Costa Rica Expat Facebook groups. There's no reason to reinvent the wheel and ask the moms and the dads about, their experiences with their kids in the schools. I just know that it's excellent education here. Number 8, healthcare. Costa Rica is known in Latin America to have the best healthcare. And not only that, compared to the United States, it is a fraction of the cost. So there's a lot of accredited clinics. The doctors, they all speak English. I myself had some procedures. My significant other actually had a heart procedure done. In the beginning I was a little nervous because, I didn't know, but it's fantastic. It's top of the line. In fact, there's actually a lot of tourists that come specifically to Costa Rica to get whatever type of surgery, like literally spinal surgery or dental work. That's a very popular one too. I actually have a video about medical tourism in Costa Rica that I'll link at the end of the video in case you're interested in watching that. Let me see, number 9. All right, so a lot of people say that Costa Rica is like the Switzerland of Europe when it comes to taxes. That is the tax haven. I wouldn't call it tax haven, but I would definitely say it's tax friendly because you see, it's a very simple tax system. I know in my country, the Netherlands, it's complicated and we pay really high taxes. But the income tax rates here are extremely low. I personally benefit a lot because I'm not from the United States. In the Netherlands, when you unregister, I don't have to pay taxes in the Netherlands. Only here because I live in Costa Rica. I know, I'm sorry you guys from the US, you still need to pay taxes in Costa Rica. All right, let's see what I have as number 10, you guys. It is the people here in Costa Rica, the Ticos, are warm and friendly. It is a huge difference. For of all the 8 countries I've lived, by far the Costa Ricans are super friendly. Do, understand the cultural differences though. I'm not saying it's all like rainbows and roses. I actually have a video about adjusting to Tico culture as well that I will link at the end. Very interesting differences, but very warm and friendly people. If you're thinking of moving to Costa Rica, honestly, I think you picked the best country. Clearly, I've been living here happily for 15 years. I wouldn't ever move again. If you have any questions regarding anything you've heard, please comment, or if you want me to do a video about a certain subject that I haven't touched on, I'm happy to do so. I love to interact. I love you guys watching. I appreciate you. Please subscribe. Please hit that little bell icon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao!